Say your no and mean your no. I said what I said when I said it. No. When you know you don't want to say yes. So the more you say no and the more you speak up for yourself and the more you stand up for yourself, you begin to grow in that area. Joy, how do I stand up for myself? Know your worth. I don't know how do I find out? How do I do that? Sit with yourself. Welcome back to another moment with joy. Welcome back, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in yet again. Y'all just show up every week, and every week I feel like it's brand new. I do. The love is new for me to you. Yeah, let me stop trying to write and rap. But I appreciate the love that you guys show me weekly. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and press that subscribe button and share this video with 2 of your friends because the message is going to be dope. Okay? So on our videos, you guys send your comments and you send questions. And one comment actually had a question that I'm going to answer today. So the real Fahi, I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly, said, "Hey Joy, great video. Can you do a video on growth, please? Your opinion on how to grow mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually." And of course, you guys know that I love answering each and every last one of your questions. And if I haven't got to one of your questions that are in the comments somewhere, because there's so many, please go to my website, creativeenergy.life, and send me your questions because your name could be the next name that's said and your question could be answered and I can answer it directly to you. And it is my absolute pleasure to do so. Okay, so the question is, what is my opinion on how to grow mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually? So the first one I want to start with is physical growth. And I think growth, everybody wants to grow. I'm not sure I've ever met somebody who didn't want to expand or elevate or evolve their life in some way. And the benefits of growth are tremendous. We get more experiences, we get more knowledge, we get more opportunities, and we get to expand our container so more good can fill up in that space, right? So growth, everybody wants it. Everybody, even if you don't want it, let's start wanting that today. I want to grow in this area. I want to grow in this area. And we're going to talk about all 4 areas. So start with physical growth. Our physical growth is very important. Our physical growth is our bodies. Making sure we're moving daily. So the first way to grow physically, I would say, is exercise. My opinion is exercise daily. You need to be doing 30 minutes of moving your body in some type of way. We got to get outside and move our bodies, even if we're inside. Exercising regularly is one way that you can physically grow. Your diet is another way to grow physically. We need to start eating right. We got to start eating right. A lot of us are breaking out. We're getting sick chronically, and we're not knowing that a mango could be the cause or a tomato could be the cause because we don't know our blood types and we're not eating for our blood types. And it's important to find those things out so you're not consuming toxic things. And when your body is right, you feel good and you can accomplish great things when you feel good. That physical growth and physical health is important. Okay, guys? And you need to start taking these herbs. If you're not taking the herb, look them up. And those are also according to your blood type because we can't keep digesting things and it may not be good for us just because it's good for other people. It may not be good for your body. Okay. The next way to promote physical growth is rest. And y'all know I love this one. Rest. We got to rest. Your body needs rest. Every single day, you have to recharge your body. If we're exercising, we're eating, we're drinking our water, we're staying hydrated, and we're keeping our bodies moving, At night, we need to lay it down and rest. That promotes physical growth. We're resting. And also, we need to practice good posture. A lot of y'all just really not sitting right. And our spines are hunching over and things. And practicing good posture really keeps our organs in line, everything. It really helps. If you don't believe me, look up the benefits of having good posture for the whole body. And I know a lot of people don't talk about posture, but it's important. Even in yoga and meditation is teaching me how to align my spine and how much that is important for your body, period. So let's practice good posture and form, guys, okay? We're going to grow physically by eating right. We're going to grow physically by exercising and making sure we're moving our bodies and stretching. We're going to drink our water. We're going to rest. And we're going to practice good posture. Okay? That's my opinion on physical growth and how we can accomplish it. The next one real is mental growth. How can I grow mentally, Joy? How can I grow mentally? And mental health to me is my favorite to deal with because that is the foundation of the show, the couch, and everything else. Mental health is so important to me. And the way that I say you can grow mentally strong is if you recognize and challenge negative self-talk. If we can look at ourselves and just our mental state, the mental state of you, okay? We have to start recognizing that there is a voice. That's number one. And number two, we have to start challenging the negative talk. And I've already went over this with you guys. So it's nothing new, but we're going to revisit it because this is a way to grow mentally. Once you hear the negative talk, you're quickly bagging it up with the truth. I can't do that. Yes, I can. I'm not trained for this position, but I got the job. You are well equipped and well capable of doing this job amazingly. We got to start correcting the negative and put a positive there. And the lie, we're going to tell it the truth. Okay? We just got to keep it. How do I put this? Stay mentally strong. We got to stay mentally strong. We got to work that muscle and really, really get in there and remember when the negative comes up that we got to change it with a positive. And in that practice, the more you change the negative to positive, the easier it becomes for you to do when it shows up. It becomes a habit. It will become a natural thing for you if you keep practicing. It's just like physical health. You got to get in the gym and work that out. It's not going to happen overnight. You got to keep going. Y'all see the pictures of people first day in the gym and then the 30th day in the gym, you see all the muscles start to popping. It's the same way with your mental health. You got to practice. I can't do it. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And you start talking to yourself. Okay. That's one way you can grow mentally. Start recognizing and challenging those negative thoughts. Okay. We have to start focusing on the good. That is another way to grow mentally. You have to start practicing looking at and finding the good in everything. Even if the negative is the biggest thing you can see, the negative is just shining so bright and it's so hard to see the good. You have to start seeing the good and focusing on that. She yelling and screaming and it sounds like da. She's upset. And maybe she needs a hug. Maybe she had a rough day. Maybe she needs somebody to talk to. We got to start focusing on the good. The good, the good, the good. And in that practice, your mental stamina and your mental strength just increases and increases the more you can look at something where everybody else in the room is feeling, oh, that ain't gonna happen. Oh, no, that's messed up. And you over there in peace and quiet because you see the beautiful side, which is opposite of what everybody else sees. And that is a practice and it is a gift to see good in the midst of bad. Okay? To see light in the midst of darkness. It is a gift. It is a gift. Okay? So that builds your mental health to focus on the good no matter what's going on. Okay? The next way to grow mentally is learning how to say no, no, no. No, I'm not doing it. No, find somebody else to do it. No, I'm not. You grow strong when you can learn to say no and not feel guilty about it, not feel shame about it, and not want to please everybody else. Say your no and mean your no. I said what I said when I said it. No. When you know you don't want to say yes. So the more you say no and the more you speak up for yourself and the more you stand up for yourself, you begin to grow in that area. Joy, how do I stand up for myself? Know your worth. I don't know how do I find out? How do I do that? Sit with yourself and start to really tap into you so you can start looking at people that is so hard to say no to, and you can say no freely, effortlessly. I'm good at it right now. I'm so good at it. No has set me free. Okay, that grew me mentally, that I was capable, and now I give myself permission. Nobody gives me permission to say no or yes. I give myself permission to say no. I don't want to do that. It does not help me stay in a peaceful, great mental state. I'm not doing it. I'm not going nowhere near it. So that is my opinion. Say no. It'll help you grow. Say no. It'll help you grow. Okay? I like that. Learning how to embrace change and uncertainty. Mental growth happens when you can accept change. It's like a win-win. The moment where you can actually grab it, like everything's changing. It just enhances your awareness for life, that is life. Change is life. Because a lot of people feel really bad when the shift happens. They feel like they're losing things instead of gaining newness. And once we can embrace that change in the moments where we're uncertain and God is very certain, once we can ride that wave, your mental state just grows. It becomes so trusting. My mental growth is about trust in God, in a power way bigger than me. I'm gonna leave my mental there, and I'm gonna embrace that change is inevitable. And I can't get mad when it shows up. I can't get sad when it shows up. Oh, let me change that. You could choose to do it, but you don't have to. You can walk in new seasons happy, okay? And once you start walking in new seasons and when the shedding starts to happen and the falling starts to happen and you don't feel any tension or negative emotion, know that you grew a little bit and congratulate yourself for that. When you start to embrace change and uncertainty like a big girl or a big boy, I'm telling you, that's great. Okay? So, learning from our past mistakes, we got to do that too. To grow mentally, we got to learn from our past mistakes. Mistakes help us grow, and mistakes to me it's like the key to win, because that's not the way. So if that's not the way, we could try another way. Mistakes are the roadmap to success. They're just a part of it. So we got to look back at those mistakes and go, where did I go wrong? What did I do? And what can I do to fix it? And what can I do to make this better next time? So those are ways, okay? Real. We're going to start saying no. We're going to recognize and challenge negative self-talk. We're going to focus on the good and the beautiful things that life has to offer. We're going to embrace change and uncertainty like adults. And we're going to learn from our past mistakes, because all of them are beautiful. Flaws and all. They create who we are today, who we will be. And that's beautiful and good and perfect and whole, okay? So, y'all, and my friends over at BetterHelp, they're the dopest, okay? They're the largest therapy platform in the world, honestly. So they make it affordable for you to find therapy. And there's no other way to grow mentally for me than to go talk to somebody who is ready to help you navigate to the best version of you. Okay? So seek some help. It's not that you're crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Talking to somebody is only going to help you advance and grow mentally. Okay? Mentally strong in this world. Okay? The next one is emotional growth. How can I grow emotionally? The first way, and honestly, this is really, really big. You just have to identify your emotions. A lot of us are walking around very numb, just kind of doing it, just living life just to do it, and not really taking inventory and data of what's happening in our lives, how we're feeling when we're around certain people, how we're feeling at work, how we actually feel at home, how I feel when I'm driving. Y'all, and a lot of us, I'll say, a lot of us just go through life very carelessly when your emotions matter. So that's the first way to grow emotionally. Identify your emotions. The first way to grow emotionally is to identify emotions and identify that you have them. Identify that you are emotional. You feel it. That's not a bad thing. Thank God that you feel, because there's a lot of people who don't. Okay? So identify your emotions. Identify. Sit down and take some time and feel them and write them down. Why am I mad? Why am I happy? Why am I sad? Sit with yourself, okay? Take responsibility when you are wrong. Why does this help our emotions? It helps you to open up and be vulnerable. Take responsibility when you are wrong. Start apologizing when you are wrong. It will build your emotional growth when you start taking responsibility for what you've done and holding yourself accountable. It's maturity. And that is growth, okay? So you want to grow emotionally? Go tell the person you did wrong, hey, I know what I did wasn't right, and I do apologize. And hopefully you can forgive me for that. That's accountability. That's showing up and speaking up for yourself and showing that you want to grow emotionally, okay? Pause and be patient. Pause and be patient, y'all, when it comes to your emotional growth. Sometimes you just have to sit in the silence, okay? Don't rush. A lot of us have a destination in mind, and the process just kind of looks real. We don't even see the process most of the time. We just see the end result. And in that process, it can seem like it's a long time before you get to the place of growth. When, truth be told, we'll be growing forever because we're always in student mode. We're always expanding and evolving. It just doesn't end. So on that journey, enjoy it. Enjoy the one step. Enjoy the 2 steps. Enjoy all of it, okay? Be patient and pause and look where you come from and where you're going. Be patient with yourself and be gentle with yourself. And that will allow you to do that for others, okay? Emotional growth. Tap into what you want. Tap into what you want. And that's on every level, okay? Tap into what you want. Identify what it is you want and go get it. And once you start giving yourself the things that you want, emotionally you'll feel good, and nobody else can change that for you but you. The root of your happiness is you, and it won't be determined upon someone else because you gave it to yourself first, okay? So tap into what you want, your wants, your likes, your desires, your pleasures, things that make you turn on. Get those things. And your emotional growth, once you start doing that emotionally, you'll be able to do that for others. But it starts with you. Okay? So the next one real is spiritual growth. How can I grow spiritually? How can I do that, Joy? Number 1, develop a spiritual practice. Develop a spiritual practice. And that could be journaling, writing, meditation, going to church, praying. Develop a practice. When you wake up in the morning, we're going to start doing the 5-5-5 this year. We're going to do 5-5-5, where we're 5 minutes of reading, 5 minutes of meditation, and 5 minutes of writing. Okay? And that's where we're going to start at 5 minutes. And how do you grow spiritually? You're going to enhance those minutes as you go. The minutes will grow. Your desire to be in that space will grow. And the knowledge that'll start downloading for you in those moments will grow. And you'll spend more time in the presence of the divine. You just will. Okay? So when you're doing that, we're going to consistently wake up. And that is growth. Discipline and practice. Discipline and practice will allow you to grow in all of these areas, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. We got to practice. And it's an everyday thing. And my mama said this a couple episodes ago. You could switch it up. When it start getting a little, you're like, okay, I'm going to do something else. Go do yoga. Spend time in nature. Connect with nature. When you're trying to grow spiritually, it's the most exhilarating thing to be outside, to watch, to be by water, to hear the birds, especially a beautiful blue sky. My God. It's so spiritual. My soul connects to nature completely. So get out in nature and find the thing that you're drawn to and sit there and just be. Don't do anything, just be. Okay? And that is spiritual to me, when you can just go somewhere and be. There's no agenda. There's no script. It's just you and nature. And whatever you want to do, you could do. And when you could do that, your spirit just starts to grow and expand. And here's a very important one. Serve others. Spiritually, if you want to grow, you got to start serving others, y'all. Find where you can serve. Find where you can give. And that opens up the space for God to really use you to help people and everyone connected to you. Surround yourself with people who are spiritual. It's important for your spiritual growth, because they'll know where to go. Because I know when I first started my spiritual journey, I ain't know what to do. I was like, so where are the parks? Where do we meditate? What are we doing? I didn't know what to do. But the moment where I put my first foot forward and I put the other one behind that one and I just kept walking, my tribe and my community met me. And my teachers appeared out of nowhere. And each of them said the same thing: when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. It is that way in the spiritual world, y'all. God always just send what you need, always. So surround yourself with people that are spiritual and that want to see you grow spiritually and will deposit positive, loving, light things into you, in which will grow into these big, beautiful trees that will give shade to others, okay? So we're going to grow physically by what? Eating, exercising, getting our bodies right. Okay? Mentally, we're going to start saying no to things that we don't want to do. We're going to start looking out for us. We're going to silence the negative self-talk. We're going to start embracing change and uncertainty. We're going to start embracing it. We're not going to buckle. We're not going to fold. We're not going to fall. We'll take some breaths. We'll take some breaks, and we will breathe, but we will not fall. We will not fold. Okay? We're going to grow mentally. Emotional growth. We're going to start being vulnerable. We're going to start being more open with people we trust in the safety of that, Okay? We're going to start being gentle with ourselves. We're going to start being patient and pausing in this process of growing emotionally, because it's not easy, y'all, to grow in any of these areas. And the last one is spiritual growth. We're going to pick a spiritual practice and we're going to stick with it and we're going to do it. Okay? We're going to spend time in nature. We're going to connect to nature and we're going to start serving others, and we're going to express gratitude daily. That's how we're going to grow spiritually. So all four of those, I hope my opinion reel helped you. And it opened my eyes to some ways too. And these aren't even all the only ways that you can grow mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. There's so many ways, y'all. So I'm gonna come back and probably do a part 2 or something later. But I appreciate you real for watching the show. I appreciate you for interacting with me, and I hope this helped you in some way. I hope I answered your questions, okay? Please comment. Please leave me a message. Go to my website, creativeenergy.life, if this has helped you, and leave me an email. Let me know what you think, okay? So this has been A Moment with Joy, and I cannot wait to share space with you again. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.